You meet someone who seems interested. She responds quickly. Plans feel natural. Chemistry feels real. Then you notice a shift. Her replies slow down. Her energy changes. You do what seems right. You communicate more, text faster, explain yourself, try harder. But the more you lean in, the more she pulls back. You wonder what went wrong. The answer is simple. A woman does not respond mainly to your words. She responds to your emotional position. She responds to what you tolerate, what you chase, what you fear losing, what you accept just to keep her around. Once you understand this, dating stops feeling confusing. It becomes a mirror of your self-worth, your discipline, your frame. Most men fail when they encounter uncertainty. She takes longer to reply. She cancels plans. She gives a shorter response than usual. Your nervous system reads this as danger. You send a paragraph asking if everything is okay. You reassure her. You explain yourself. In your mind, you are being honest and direct. But what she feels is your need. She feels that your peace now depends on her. She feels you looking to her for emotional safety. This creates a pattern. The more uncertain she becomes, the more certain you try to act. The more she pulls back, the more you lean in. You call it effort, but it is actually negotiation. You are negotiating for reassurance. You are trying to buy comfort with attention. You increase pressure. She decreases warmth. You increase chasing. She increases space. You increase explaining. She increases ambiguity. The problem is not that she is confusing. The problem is that your frame is unstable, and she can feel it. Female psychology is not cruelty. It is pattern recognition. A woman scans constantly for emotional safety and strength. Not safety like you are harmless, safety like you are solid, calm, grounded, self-respecting, able to lead yourself. Because if you cannot lead yourself, you cannot lead a relationship. If your emotions get pulled easily, she feels it. Here is the shift that changes everything. Most women do not choose the man who wants her most. They choose the man who is most complete without her. Not indifference, not coldness, completeness. A life that stands even if she leaves. A mood that stays stable even if she tests you. Self-respect that does not bend just because she is beautiful. When a man understands this, he stops trying to win a woman. He starts evaluating her. He stops chasing approval. He starts enforcing standards. This approach connects directly to Stoic thinking. Stoicism is not about being emotionless. It is about being unbreakable. It is about knowing what you can control and what you cannot. You cannot control her mood, her reply speed, her past, her choices. But you can control your actions, your boundaries, your attention, your self-respect, your discipline, your pace. When you build your dating life on what you can control, you stop feeling powerless. You stop needing her to be consistent for you to be calm. You become the calm. Consider this example. A man dates a woman for a few months. In the beginning, she texts good morning, sends pictures from her day, suggests plans, asks questions. He likes this. Because he likes it, he starts giving more. He texts the moment he wakes up. He sends long updates about his day. He tries to be available at any hour. He thinks availability is love. Then one night she does not reply for a few hours. In his mind, this is a warning. He sends another message. Nothing. He starts checking her social media, looking at who liked her posts, imagining other men. By midnight, he sends the message that destroys more attraction than any other. Are we good? He does not say it with confidence. He says it with fear. She replies the next day, sorry, I fell asleep. Busy day. Then she adds something else. You worry too much. This is not cute. It is a diagnosis. You worry too much means your nervous system is not stable. From that point on, she changes. Not because she hates him, because she learned something. She learned that he is easy to move. A delayed reply tilts his mood. A little distance pulls his attention. She has leverage without even trying. Once a woman feels she is the emotional center of your world, she stops feeling like she has to earn her place in it. You start giving her benefits before she earns them. Your attention becomes a free subscription. Free things get treated like free things. She did not pull away because he cared. She pulled away because he cared without control. He cared without boundaries. He cared like a man who needed an outcome. Need is heavy. Need is pressure. Need makes a woman feel like your happiness is her job. Even if she likes you, that weight becomes tiring. So she creates space. She pulls back to breathe. The man, instead of creating his own balance, chases her into the space. That is where respect dies. Understanding female nature at a higher level means you stop making it personal. You stop asking why she is doing this to you. You start asking what she is responding to in you. Women test men. They respect. Not always consciously, not always in a planned way, but through behavior. They test your emotional control, your boundaries, your leadership, your standards. A woman cannot fully relax with a man she cannot trust. Trust is not built by promises. Trust is built by patterns. If you collapse every time she pulls back, she learns you are not steady. If you rage every time she disagrees, she learns you are not safe. If you beg every time she gets quiet, she learns you are not strong. Sometimes the test is small. She delays a reply, changes a plan, gives a mild challenge, brings up a sensitive topic, and she watches. Does he stay calm? Does he hold his position? Does he respect himself without punishing her? Most men fail here. They think the test is about her. It is about them. A test is a moment where your inner state gets exposed. If you become reactive, you show her you are ruled by emotion. If you become cold and cruel, you show her you are ruled by ego. If you stay calm and clear, you show her you are ruled by principle. High-value masculinity is not loud. It is regulated. The goal is not to hide feelings. The goal is to stop feelings from controlling your actions. A woman can feel your emotions anyway. What she needs to feel is that your emotions do not control you. That is the difference between a man with depth and a man with desperation. The chase kills polarity. Polarity is the tension that makes attraction alive. It is the feeling that the man is moving forward without falling forward. He is interested without begging. He is present without being available on demand. When you chase, you reverse polarity. You become the one seeking validation, trying to earn, asking, "Please choose me." Even if she enjoys the attention at first, something in her reads it as lower value. Value is never in what is offered. Value is in what is scarce and controlled. If your attention is endless, it is not special. If your time is always open, it is not respected. If your standards disappear when she is pretty, you are not a man of standards. You are a man of impulses. Most women are not trying to destroy men. They are responding to energy. They are responding to hierarchy. If you place her above your life, she feels it. Most women do not want to date a man who worships them. Worship is not partnership. Worship is imbalance. Imbalance is unstable. So she pulls away. Sometimes she pulls back to see if you will lose yourself. This is hard for men to hear, but it is real. Sometimes she pulls back to check if you have a spine. If you collapse, she learns you are not solid. If you stay calm, she learns you are. This is why a man must build his emotional control, not for her, for himself. Detachment is not coldness. Detachment is outcome independence. It means you can like her without needing her. You can want her without chasing her. You can date her without shrinking your life. High-value men are not emotionally unavailable. They are emotionally anchored. Their mood does not rise and fall with a text message. They do not audition. They invite. They do not beg. They decide. Once you become outcome independent, you stop living in fear. You stop fearing rejection because rejection saves time. You stop fearing silence because silence reveals truth. You stop fearing her options because you have options too. Even if you do not have options yet, you have something more important. You have self-respect. Self-respect is not a feeling. It is a behavior. It is what you do when you feel weak. It is what you do when you want to chase. It is what you do when you want to send the paragraph. Self-respect is the discipline to not abandon yourself. Women respond to the man you are, not the man you claim you are. You can say you are confident, but if you double text in panic, your actions say something else. You can say you are busy, but if you drop your plans the moment she calls, your actions say something else. You can say you are high value, but if you tolerate disrespect because you are afraid to lose her, your actions say something else. The game is not about tricks, it is about alignment between your inner state and your behavior. Women are extremely sensitive to mismatch. If your voice is calm but your energy is begging, she feels it. If your words are strong but your actions are chasing, she feels it. Marcus Aurelius said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." That is the whole path. Her behavior is an outside event. Your response is your mind. Your mind is your kingdom. Most men hand that kingdom to a woman they barely know. They let her mood decide their mood. They let her attention decide their self-worth. They let her approval decide their identity. That is not love. That is emotional slavery. Slavery is never attractive. When a woman pulls back, you do not chase. You observe. You do not punish. You adjust. You do not demand. You decide. You give her space to show her level of interest, and you keep your life moving. A man with a life is attractive, but more importantly, a man with a life is safe from desperation. A woman is always watching how you handle uncertainty. Uncertainty is the natural state of early dating. You do not know where it will go. That is normal. But most men try to kill uncertainty with pressure. Where are we going? What are we? Do you like me? Are you talking to someone else? The more you ask those questions early, the more you reveal fear. A strong man can sit in uncertainty without panicking. That does not mean he accepts disrespect. It means he does not beg for certainty. He lets time reveal truth. Attention is a currency. Spend it like a man who earned it. Do not throw it at a woman like you are afraid it will expire. If you give unlimited attention to a woman who gives uncertain effort, you train her to do less. Not because she is evil, because humans respond to incentives. If she gets your full energy with half effort, why would she increase effort? Standards create structure. Emotional leaks destroy attraction. An emotional leak is when your need shows through your behavior, double texting in panic, over-explaining, checking her status, asking for reassurance, trying to lock her down too soon. A woman does not want to feel that you are drowning. She wants to feel that you are swimming, even if the water is rough. Do not confuse kindness with compliance. You can be kind and still have boundaries. You can be respectful and still be firm. Being a good man does not mean accepting everything. Being a good man means being fair. Fair to her and fair to yourself. If she cancels often, you do not complain. You reduce access. If she disrespects you, you do not argue. You address it once, calmly. If it continues, you leave. Not in anger, in principle. The man who can walk away has power. Not power over her, power over himself. If you cannot walk away, you are negotiating from weakness. You will tolerate crumbs. You will accept disrespect. You will keep investing in a losing deal because you fear starting over. But the moment you can walk away, your whole energy changes. You stop trying to convince. You start selecting. Selection is masculine. Detachment makes you clear. Attachment makes you blind. When you are attached, you explain red flags. You rationalize disrespect. You accept mixed signals. When you are detached, you see reality. You see effort, consistency, character. You stop dating potential. You start dating behavior. Men often think women are choosing based on logic, but attraction is not logic. Attraction is feeling. A woman can say she wants a nice guy, but she responds to strength. Not strength like bullying. Strength like stability. Boundaries, emotional control. Emotional control is rare. Rare is attractive. Most men are controlled by one thing, the fear of losing her. That fear makes them perform. Performance is exhausting. You cannot perform forever. Eventually you crack. You become jealous, needy, resentful. She feels it. Then you say women always leave. But what really happened is that you left yourself first. You abandoned your frame, your standards, your life. You made her your mission. A woman does not want to be your mission. She wants to be your companion. A woman will rarely tell you why she lost interest. She will just feel it, then act. So stop looking for explanations. Start looking for patterns. Patterns do not lie. If she is inconsistent, believe it. If she is disrespectful, believe it. If she only shows up when it benefits her, believe it. Do not argue with behavior. Respond to it. The next time you feel the urge to chase, pause, take 3 slow breaths. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Ask one question. What would a man with self-respect do right now? Not what would win her back. Not what would get a reply. What would a man with standards do? Then do that. Delay your response. Not as a game, as discipline. If you get a message that triggers anxiety, do not answer immediately. Wait 15 minutes, let your emotions settle, then respond from calm. A man who responds from calm trains his nervous system to obey him. That is real power. Match energy, not words. Words can lie. Energy is truth. If she is warm, be warm. If she is inconsistent, be consistent with yourself, not with her chaos. If she is distant, you do not chase distance. You give space. You go back to your life. Gym, work, friends, sleep, purpose. Your purpose is your anchor. Women feel purpose. Purpose makes you harder to manipulate, not because you are paranoid, because you are not empty. Empty men are the easiest men to control. Once men understand this about women, dating changes forever. Women respond to self-respect, emotional control, a man with a life, boundaries, calm leadership. The moment you stop chasing, you start choosing. The moment you stop negotiating, you start leading. The moment you stop taking it personally, you start seeing clearly. The goal is not to win one woman. The goal is to become the kind of man who does not lose himself for any woman. That is the real upgrade.